In the grand arena of sports, there are tales of triumph, moments of despair, and journeys of redemption. Cricket, like life, is an unpredictable journey, and many sporting careers contain their share of ups and downs, but only a few can match the highs and lows that have come the way of England's Ben Stokes. Today, we embark on a journey through the turbulent tides of one such story of a man who fell from grace only to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Welcome to the fall and rise of Ben Stokes. April 3rd, 2016. Chasing a target of 156 to beat England and win the T20 World Cup, West Indies found themselves needing 19 of the last over, which was to be bowled by Ben Stokes. And 9 out of 10 times, it was England's claim. But
Carlos Brathwaite! Remember the name!
Brathwaite was ecstatic. Stokes down on his knees. His name became synonymous with heartbreak and disappointment. Such a thrashing is usually enough to end a promising career, as the player is just not able to recover from the trauma. However, Stokes was stronger. He knew he had it in him to turn things around, but little did he know, Kolkata was not when his career came closest to being ended. It was Bristol. Stokes slowly started to move on from the horrors of the last over humiliation. But maturity was not the word associated with Stokes. When in the early hours of the morning in Bristol in September 2017, he became involved in a fight outside a nightclub that led to his arrest. And due to that, Stokes, initially named vice captain of the side, was pulled out from the 2017-18 Ashes. As he watched from the sidelines, the cricketing world moved on without him. Stokes could see a career which had just started to take shape in the way he wanted slip away, once and for all. His antics off the field had often clouded his performances on the field. Questions were posed time and time again whether Ben Stokes really took his career seriously. Everyone had come to believe Ben Stokes was the big, bad guy of cricket, and irrespective of his performances, he would never earn the respect of the people. In an interview before the IPL 2019, he said, "I was that close to my career ending and being thrown away. Just like that. That might be what changed the way I do things. It sounds silly, but could Bristol be the best thing that has ever happened to me?" In 2017, this statement would have been laughed off by everyone. But what Ben Stokes did after this is something very special. By the time ICC Cricket World Cup 2019 came, Stokes had rebuilt his confidence. It was evident from England's opening match against South Africa, where he scored 89 runs off 79 balls and was declared the man of the match. The world saw a new and motivated Stokes in the opening match. And Stokes produced multiple standout performances with the bat later in the group stage, which included his crucial performance against a must-win match against India, where he scored a quick-fire 79 runs in just 54 balls. However, the pinnacle of his comeback was the 2019 World Cup final against New Zealand. Chasing a target of 241, England found themselves in a precarious situation. Stokes was at the crease when the match went into a super over. He scored an unbeaten 84 runs and played a defining role in the super over, which helped England claim their maiden World Cup title in an incredibly dramatic fashion. Stokes faced intense pressure, especially in the final over, but his calm and calculated approach, along with a bit of fortune, saw England home. Ben Stokes, the man who was only known as a villain, an image he didn't bother rectifying either, was England's biggest hero. He helped his teammates, legends of England cricket, and in general, the British public live a dream. But it didn't stop there. The World Cup summer was soon to be transformed into the Ben Stokes summer. In the third test of the Ashes, England appeared to be heading for a certain defeat after they were bowled for 67 in the first innings. But when Ben Stokes is on the pitch, you just cannot count out England. He managed to overturn an Australian lead, hitting 11 fours and 8 sixes to win the test, with an unbeaten 135 in a record pursuit of 359. His innings has been described as one of the greatest innings of all time, and the greatest ever played by an Englishman. And also, Stokes' innings was rated by Wisden as the greatest 100 of the decade. He ended the series as England's top run scorer with 441 runs with 200s and 250s, while also taking 8 wickets. and his comeback was defined by his exceptional performances, unwavering self-belief, and the remarkable ability to handle intense pressure situations. Fast forward to 2022. After 6 years of the 2016 T20 World Cup humiliation, Stokes once again had a chance to win this trophy and had a chance of earning a redemption 6 years after his horror show. But as England's batting began in the final, that dream seemed to fade away as Shaheen Afridi was causing some real problems for the Englishman. However, Ben Stokes stood at the crease as an immovable wall, refusing to go down without a fight. It was now or never. And like a fighter, Ben Stokes took up this responsibility of guiding England home. And he did it in style, scoring 52 not out and finishing the game with 6 balls remaining. It was neither the all-rounder's fastest knock nor his most fluent. Still, this was one of the most important of his career looking at the pressure he was under and with almost zero help from other batters. He always stands up in the biggest moments. He can take a lot of pressure on his shoulders and perform, said Jos Buttler. Stokes, crouching on the pitch in Eden Gardens, would not have imagined that 3 years later, he will single-handedly win his country a World Cup and 6 years later, get his chance of redemption by winning the T20 World Cup. Stokes, standing outside the court in 2018, after just completing a ban and being publicly embarrassed, would not have thought that same public would want knighthood for him in less than a year. Ben Stokes is not just a match winner, he's a team player who lifts those around him. Ben Stokes' story is one of resilience, redemption, and re-emergence. It's a testament to human spirit's capacity to overcome obstacles and find greatness. Once again, Stokes came out of retirement to defend his country in the 2023 ICC World Cup. This just shows his will, determination, and the love for the sport, and we wish he continues to surprise us with his batting and bowling. So guys, that's it for today's video. Please like, share and subscribe to support our channel and leave your thoughts on Ben Stokes in the comments below.